pretty solid players. I don't know if they're on Acer's level yet, but we'll see shortly. Acer 9-0ing every team they faced so far. We'll see if they can have another flawless here in best of threes. But, man, I mean, I can't really say much of a prediction here. I think we can agree, Heritage. Acer, it's just a matter of how much they win it by.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear. I think everyone knows that Acer is arguably the best team in the world. I think you just can't put numbers against, like Acer say, oh, I'm actually going to bet against them. Because we've seen over time, we've seen some people try and where they've gotten close, but he's never been able to fully close it out. And I think, yeah, what you said, it's just a matter of time. How many rounds can Aerial get if they could try and put numbers against Acer?
Starting on the defense is Acer. Aerial going to be starting on the attack. Early nade is good, but it's not going to do any damage. Was well placed, though, I do have to say. I miss that nade all the time. Oh.
Nade there. It does end up a little bit hitting the top of that container. Nade is thrown as well from both sides. Going to be two thrown at once, and Neuro behind the rocket is going to get flashed, and now Kodiak and Fizz going to have to try and play as tactical support on this side. Nade is thrown. That hits Elite in the head, and now Mystic has made their way up. Unfortunately, gets shut down by Nero. A good nade from Kodiak takes down Obama, and Kodev and Sigs are left alone. Sis gets shut down, and Kodev is on the side of Long and gets shut down by a headshot. And Acer gets the first round.
You know, they got one, right? That's what matters right now. They got one.
They got a kill.
I mean, these players on Aerial, they aren't known for being crazy good pistol players, so I wouldn't expect them to win that round, especially when they're starting on the attack as well. That's not a good position, especially against the literal best team in the world.
Aerial just stacked 4 on the mid side.
It works, I guess.
And everyone is going towards Fizz. Fizz is gone. Now the smoke is in. They're going to try and make this route towards underpass, and Kodiak shuts it down. And good night to Mystic, and I believe Kodev. Now scanner is going to be retrieved. Elite and Six are going to make their way towards this main site, and Mad Dog is going to hear that first. Now, a matter of time, Mad Dog hears audio cue. Doesn't get the swing in time. Nade is going to be thrown. Julian from the cross is going to get the kill on the Six. Elite is going to push, but Kodiak shoots Elite from the back, as that is going to be the second round for Acer.
All right, they got 1 pick their first round, 2 their second round. Let's see if Aerial can get 3 picks on this third round. But I mean, seriously, Kodiak, perfect spam through the smoke there. Shout out the OKP7, my favorite sight in the game. Love that little thing. That little carrot with the 2 lines on the side. Scrumptious.
I can't believe you used that.
Dude, there are stock players who use the hammer sight because it lines up with the stock better. Like, how are you going to criticize me for using an OKP? Like, come on, man. The literal best player in the world is using it. The literal best player in the world is using the OKP.
Okay,
clearly
listen,
something
that
is
little
right
ring
with
on
it.
the outside, all right? I'm not
Good
trying
vision.
to play...
Good vision.
I'm not trying to play Siege, okay?
All right.
But anyways, Nero immediately able to find at least 1 pick onto Obama before getting shut down. And the smoke there, that's going to be crossed. But look at this push. Look at your mini-map. 4 and 1. Mad Dog and Kodiak are on the flank, and they're able to find 6. And now Elite shuts down. They had to worry about this push. But look at this. Kodev is able to make this push. They're able to get this site, but
they're pinched.
I just don't think Kodev is too sure about this.
Oh, Mystic.
And look at this. Mystic's able to get the kill on a Julian. And now Kodev is going to make this wrap, because they know that Mystic has control of this B bomb site. Goes gonna go through, but Mad Dog shuts down the punch on mid. The scan is down, and Kodiak confirms that final kill, as it's gonna be the third for Acer.
Heritage. I predicted it. 1 kill round 1, 2 kills round 2, 3 kills round 3. Aerial needs to get 4 kills this round.
I think it ends here. I think it ends here, Vav.
You think it ends here? All right. I'll give up.
Fortunately, I think it ends here.
But hey, at least Aerial is finally getting some good ground, some good picks. They're finding kills on the rotate as well, which is very important.
Is this an A push? Are they going A?
Oh, Mad Dog. Hopefully he's gonna lift up his gun this time.
Look at the smokes. and they are denying the vision. They don't have that cross from the main side as 2 members of Aerial go right down. And just look at this push as it is completely staggering. It's just down to Elite, who have been trying to kill Julian, and they finally do, but look how much damage has been made from the side of Aerial. They lost all their members in that fight, and it's just now Elite that is fully cornered in this backside, and Kodiak is able to confirm that kill.
7-0.
Now it is 4 rounds in a row. Kodiak has not died once.
The man is Homelander. He is, I mean, he's known for being an absolute menace, but goodness gracious, I mean, settle down a little bit. I know it's a best of 3, but like, we've got other matches you can play. You don't need to speed run Crest League, all right? Like, lay off the gas a little bit. I guess they're going for a flawless run this bracket. They've already 9-0'd several. Oh, but Kodiak first
Speak
death.
Of the devil. Speak of the devil. 6 is able to take down Kodiak, who tries to play a little bit aggressive towards the catwalk side.
Finally put on the brakes, but Aerial's now going to be going for this long push. We'll see if it works out for them. 4v4.
And Nero is able to find the nade onto 6, and now the push is going to go through. There's going to be a couple of sprays. Nero is able to find a lead before going down to a nade. Fizz finds Coative, and it's just down to a 3v2. Mystic from the long side, the smoke. It's going to be the cop as well. Fizz keeping a sight towards this long side.
Oh. Obama's in a good spot here.
Catwalk, but what a nade from Julian.
The
Just
prediction.
shut down Obama.
Mystic all alone. How do you recover? And he's shooting at the wrong places. It's all coming to an end here for Aerial. And close up on the tarp. It's Julian.
And good luck. And the push there from Mad Dog to shut it down. It was a really good decision. It was a good idea to try and make this push onto B side. I just think that Aerial just gone a little bit too passive. They immediately hit the pedals, and they just stepped on the brake when they were right there.
I'll be so honest with you, Heritage. I think it's complete opposite. I think the pacing on Catwalk was really good there. Clearly, Aerial was stalling out long so the Cat player could get up, but Acer recognized that, and there was a perfect nade from Julian onto Catwalk. Perfectly timed, perfectly placed, and that just gives Acer the round. Oh, early pick. 2 early picks. It's falling apart already.
It's immediately stoppage. Mad Dog with Julian still being an absolute annoyance on the side of A. It's going to be a trade, and it's down to Mystic in another 1v3. Down to a 1v2, but it's going to be the 2 main players that have been putting up numbers, that have been stopping these pushes. And Mystic has to get this kill, has to at least find a round.
Man, 5-0. You got to at least find 1 here. You've got to break Acer's perfect streak if you want any form of momentum. Just kills aren't enough here. But Mystic, strong player, recently broke into the scene this season. A lot of talk about him. I'm wondering how he plays this. He has plenty of time on the clock. I haven't put enough time into demos on Mystic to really know how he plays as an individual. But it seems like he's going to be using his time very wisely here, trying to catch one of these 2 Acer players on the rotate. But I think he does recognize that Acer's just going to be locking down the scanner. He has to find a timing on one of these 2 players. And I don't think he's going to.
I think Kodiak just spotted Mystic. Knife thrown, hits the wall. Smoke is going to be tossed to Knight. At least some vision. Nade is going to end up a little bit short. Kodiak there. Took it from the kill from the barrel.
Smoke as well.
It is 6 in a row for Acer.
It was a nice attempt for Mystic. He picked up the first, tried to reset and take the time for Acer to scatter about, but Acer, being some of the best players out there, they know not to scatter out when scanner's down. They know to just bunker down, play their spots, play their trade, and you know, Mystic couldn't abuse that like some other teams that have, you know, that ego forward, that push forward a little bit and try to get more info when they have scanner down. 6-0 for Acer and strong mid control from Fizz. We'll have to see how far this goes as he's coming up on a fight with Obama.
And gun is down for Obama. And I would say that is the most primary rule of Vail. Keep your gun up when you least expect it.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is a very more fast-paced game.
Well, Acer's stacked more towards B here now.
Yeah, they did.
And they're making the rotate, and I don't think Aerial's making any play off it. I mean, Aerial could be tucked into the B long fence right now, and Acer wouldn't know it. But Acer,
I think that Aerial is just buying time. They're just gonna wait, I think, until like 45, 40 is on that clock.
but 2 players, I believe it's Mystic and Six, just dabbing at each other. The beauty of VR, and now we're gonna see a second engagement finally in this slow round. Good nade could make a difference.
And Six doesn't expect the flashbang to come in, and now the push has been staggered. And good luck in this 1v4, Mystic. You're gonna have to do it again.
Yeah, Scanner is on him though, so now he has more options. He doesn't have to worry about Acer bunkering down. Acer has to be spread out. Acer has to be worried about every avenue that Mystic has open here. He gets onto an interesting angle, interesting spot. He could find an early pick, but it seems like he's just going to wait for Acer to push him. Do note that beautiful Crest League MK418. See if he can pick up a kill with it. He's got the Pilot on it, a favorite of many top players. You know, personally, I like the Pilot on a few guns. The MK is one of them, but some people like running the Pilot on the AKs. I don't know how they do it.
And Fizz there to get that final kill. A little bit of celebratory. Can't do that in a certain league.
What are you running, Heritage? Are you running Pilot on your MK? What are you running?
I am a I run the acro actually.
Oh, okay. Fair pick. Personally, acro's a little bit too small of a dot for me.
I go acro or it's the SRO.
Like I know you can make the acro larger with the new reticle scale settings that they introduced, but it just doesn't seem right for me. I don't know. It's really boxy. Aerial going for a cat push here. A good nade could make the difference. And Fizz. Oh.
And good night. That bunch of stop and it's absolute green from the side of Acer. Only nades from here. And now look at Fizz. He's gonna get aggressive. I'm sure. Apparently Obama's blind.
Yeah.
And Mystic goes down.
It's not even a bullet hell game anymore. It's a grenade hell for Aerial. And oh my lord. Nobody but Mystic putting up
you know what Acer
KD.
did? They got 7 kills. They called the artillery. And it just was absolutely.
This game is going so fast that nobody on the board has double digits. That is how dominating this game is from Acer. No individual player is popping off. It is literally just Acer being an objectively stronger team. And they're just going for a B-long push.
Elite tries to get aggressive, tries to fight towards long. And immediately gets stopped from it. There is a trade on that mid side. Just down to do this. Oh my gosh, but look at this. Look at this push. Fizz is actually on that flank.
Yeah, Fizz clears out the entire rest of the site. They know all of these defenders are here.
They're all stacked in Ninja. The last two are stacked in Ninja.
They know.
And this could be it. As Obama manages to find Kodiak. It's just down the Coative in a 1v3.
Close up the books. Close up shop.
I don't. Try and push this mid. Neuro.
You can't tell me this is happening, Heritage. It's not. It's not. It's not. Hold the trigger, Coative. Hold the trigger.
Hold it.
Hold it.
But look at it. But Juliet's making a rat towards.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but the scanner is actually going towards the A side, so they have to make a move.
You know, a 1v2.
Oh, and he just killed himself.
Oh.
Well, that was.
Coative, this is a best of. What? Coative, this is a best of 3. Where are we going? Man, Acer.
I will say that was pretty anticlimactic.
Acer continuing the flawless 9-0 streak. I mean, Neuro the only one getting double digits in the entire lobby. That is, wow. I don't know how to feel about that game, Heritage. That was we had some good moments, especially for Mystic. It felt like a Mystic show a little bit for Aerial there.
A little bit. But I will say that was kind of a massacre.
Yeah, and it wasn't even just one player like Kodiak or Julian popping off. It was every single player on Acer just winning every single fight. Yes, they had deaths, but those deaths were spread so thin. They only died half of the time. I mean, every single player on Acer having an insane KD. KD of 2.25, 2.0. Julian, even though he's getting 8 kills, he had the lowest KD of his all. I think it's because, he's just playing for fun at this point. What a performance. Meanwhile, Kodiak 8-2. We've got to watch his perspective. I mean, Kodiak not only winning his gunfights, he's got to have some really good positioning to have that low of deaths. If you think about how you're structured, how your KD is structured in these shooter games, specifically in VR, positioning makes a huge difference in, do you get traded out or do you get the kill and get away? So high kill, low death means not only you're winning your gunfights, you're objectively good at your mechanics, but you're also great at your mind. You're great at the mind games. You're great at positioning. Kodiak absolutely showcasing that. Julian showing that he is fragging out, but maybe his positioning needs a little bit of work. I mean, 2 of his kills did come from grenades towards those last rounds. Meanwhile, Neuro sort of mirroring Kodiak, maybe not being as perfect as Kodiak, but mirroring it. 11 kills, absolutely showing up for his team, entering in, but only 4 deaths. Only 4. Where does he die? He dies when he's getting pushed by multiple people and gets traded out, or he dies to an unfortunate piece of util, which is very, very rare, might I add. So, looks like we've got substitutes coming in. Taquito. Wow, it's just even more firepower at this point. This is gonna be rough. Map 2, another 9-0. Are we thinking?
Do we potentially see at least 1 round from Aerial? Well, hopefully.
I hope.
But I'm pretty sure who got subbed out? Oh, Mad Dog. Mad Dog
Yes,
was subbed out.
it's now
for
Taquito. Neuro has the go-ahead to start. We'll see what happens next. We're going on to Miru, map 2. Acer going to be starting on the colonist side. Aerial going to be starting on the Rayab side. Not that I think it really matters in this case, I won't lie to you.
I mean, I'd argue this is a, well, even though you said defender, this is I'd say a more of a mental reset type of map.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, that is fair.
It's a more even environment. You know how everything works. It's a lot more one-wayed, and you expect, I'd say, more of a 3-lane type map, so you know exactly what's basically gonna happen. Taquito, where it's trying to make some early shots towards this mid side.
Oh, they've got to be hearing this jump peek from Coative, or not Coative, excuse me, Obama. And a nade, oh, barely misses him.
The nade there, and flashbang is going to be thrown on this B
it
side.
spots Coative.
Taquito's able to find Coative, but the side of B is fully open. And now Neuro is pushing away, and it's just down to Obama in a 1v5, and it's absolutely flawless for Rec. Or, wow, I am so dumb. For Acer.
Wow. I mean, flawless first round. It's what they want. They want a flawless series. They want a flawless bracket, Acer. Going 9-0 in every single matchup so far. What more can you say besides this is an absolute blowout?
I mean, Acer surely have to have the aerial smoke pack ready. I think within round 8. That's gonna be a flashbang toss from side of Acer.
Yeah, but pay attention to Fizz here. He's gonna be the only one pushed up alone towards this A side. I'm curious to see if he can find the pick on that jumping player. No, it's Taquito.
Obama just gets beamed. You can't be doing that for the multiple rounds in a row, as they are going to learn from it. And now Fizz and Dade is going to be thrown. It is going to be a little bit short, unable to find 6, and tucked all the way in. But Elite's able to find Neuro.
And Coative sucked in close here.
Find at least a kill.
Coative sucked in close.
Look how close the Kodiak are.
Oh, they've got to know. They've got to know. Elite finds 2.
Able to take down Fizz. And Kodiak is going to swing. As
the trade
gets the kill.
This could be the end of Acer's flawless run. I don't want to jinx it.
And it's there as Taquito makes it even 2v2, Mystic and 6.
One
Julian
nade
has
on the
the
board.
scanner in hand, and oh, this might be a brilliant call.
Nade on the wrist as well of Julian.
What an absolute call! As Aether's gonna make the wrap, they're gonna go towards A, and look how far Aerial are.
2 versus 2 as the scanner goes down, and Aerial now has a disadvantage in this situation. Julian has util on his wrist. Gonna be wasted actually though, so now that advantage might be gone.
They are gonna have to play this.
Aerial actually
it is gonna be a dry swing.
Clears out
from both sides.
They know Spawn and Ali are clear. They know where these two players are hearing. They heard Julian's gun hit the box. He should know where both these players are.
It's just down to 6 into a 1v2 as Julian is just wrapping around the forklift.
Oh.
And look at this. 6 tries to close the gap, but the ring around the Rosie is too much. The knife kill is there.
Oh, he's going for the kill, not the defuse.
It's just tuck all the way in tunnels. As that is 2. As that is the... I'm too lazy to do math. That's the 11th for Acer.
Yeah. That was Aerial's opportunity to stop Acer's flawless run, and they threw it away. The rotate. They should have just waited for more info. They were already grouped up together, and they decided to split up on the retake, and it did not treat them well. Going into this one, Aerial has a little bit of a better idea how they can win around against Acer. They know how to get their early pick. It may be just a little bit of surprise, but how do you keep surprise consistent? Do you switch up positions? Do you switch up what guns you're playing? Do you switch up where you're placing your nades? And it seems they're going to be throwing some early util to try to throw Acer off.
Is that Aerial is like, they're playing a lot more default. You can see a lot of these pushes there. Obama is actually able to find Neuro. That's the first pick.
That is huge.
Aerial just has to find, they have to find openings. They have to find these picks that could extend this lead. As there it is, Coda is able to find Kodiak. And it's just down to another 5v3. They have to think about this. They have to play it slow now.
Are they still committing B? They could just take the gunfights here. I mean, Acer, you know, strong gunfight players here, but if they slow down, it might not be worth it for them. They need to just rely on their mechanics, rely on their skill.
As Fizz is able to find Mystic, just down to another 4v3. But the HP advantage for the side of Acer, they could take these gunfights. They could just opt. They know.
That's what I'm saying.
Swing this. Julian's going to do that. As now it is fully even. 3v3. Coda swings. Immediately falls. Julian is going to get that scan in. Elite on the flank from short. And 6 coming in from bunker's side. As Elite falls. And they just completely rumbled under Acer. They've had it. They made this a 4v3. And in the blink of an eye, Acer has the advantage. That guy 6 tries to push up, finds 1, but I don't think he's going to be able to find this kill on a Taquito. It's still going to be another loopy-loop. Oh, it actually makes it a 1v1. But look at this.
He's got to stick it.
Julian, all he has to do is just play on the audio cue.
He doesn't have time to push this. What is he doing? I mean, 3 seconds. I guess he's going for the 1v3 for the glory.
He's going to opt for the 1v1.
He goes for the glory rather than the round win.
There is absolutely no time. There is no time
Acer
to get the scanner interrupted, as that is 3 in a row.
Acer finally getting outgunned, and it looks like 6 decided to consolidate his loss here and just take the clip, take the pride in himself 1v3ing Acer rather than winning the round for his team. I mean, in a competitive setting, I mean, I don't know if you go for that. You need to force these round wins. Kills are not going to win you games. It is stopping that scanner from going down in the first place that is going to win you rounds. And I guess clip farming, but you can't really clip farm against Acer. That's not happening.
An early push on from Coda, able to take down Taquito, and Kodiak falls. And the nade there is also good, and 6 potentially Aerial have woken up. It's just down to another 4v2. Fizz versus Nero. They are on this split side. And now all Aerial has to do is control the map. All they have to do is lock down elements that they need to control. They can't leave half the map open.
Yeah, 2 players on Aerial low, half the team low. Same for Acer, half the team low, although it's just Fizz being half the team. 2 versus 4, and Scanner is in possession of Acer. They've got util, but Mystic is there, and Aerial stops the flawless streak of Acer. There is no more 9-0s for Acer.
Number 9-0s here, as they have been for the last 2 rounds. They've been taking down the EU teams 9-0 in a flawless sweep.
Aerial celebrating actually. Good on them. I would be celebrating too if I were them.
Round off Acer.
They got some cool clips and they got a round off of Acer. They can take it. They have done better than every team before them in this tournament so far.
I don't want to like cause a banter already, but I mean,
okay,
it is
Heritage, you can't be saying that. Anyway, get back into the round. Get back into the round.
Oh, didn't check the corner. Rookie mistake there. And now it's just down to Elite and Mystic to hold them off. Just down to a 2v3 scenario. The push is focused on A. Nade as well. Taquito, Nade there.
Doesn't do
damage.
Doesn't
find Elite. No damage as well. And
oh, the close swing. Mystic.
Getting a little bit aggressive towards the container side. But Kodiak has made the call saying, hey, I have B. Let's go B.
Oh, this cubby position is brutal.
Oh, the cubby position. Kodiak doesn't... and somehow, Elite wins the fight.
And it's
just down to another 1v1.
Elite has a flash here. He could easily start the defuse, flash one of these 2 spots. Nade. No, Elite just has to flash the spot that he thinks Julian's coming from. And he heard... Wait, he heard the nade. He has to be long. I don't think Elite understands. He has a flash. A flash could literally win him the round. He hears you getting off the scanner. What is he doing?
You need to prime the flashbang in your hand. He's gonna commit. It's the footsteps of Julian wins the fight.
I don't understand. Start the defuse. You heard the nade come from long. If you start the defuse, he doesn't have time to wrap around. So just throw the flash. What? I think Elite just had a clouded judgment moment there. I mean, must have been caught up so mentally in the 1v1, so focused on trying to win the fight that he didn't think about any external factors like flashes, like frags, like any other utility or noise cues that he could have used to bait him out there. But Aerial ceding another round to Acer. It's 4-1. What could have been a 3-2.
And this push coming in from Acer, gonna try and focus A. Mihid does take down Fizz with the nade, but Julian still being that star difference player, able to get the scan as well. Nade's throw. Good night to Elite, as that nade is perfectly green. As Obama does shut down, and it's going to be the trade from Taquito to secure that kill.
I'm so glad I was spectating Julie in that round. That was beautiful. 2 entry kills and a flawless nade into Rayab spawn to shut it all down. Absolutely insane. Acer up 5 now. They've only got to win 4 more to win this series, but Aerial is definitely putting up more of a fight now. I'm proud of him.
Obama able to take down Fizz as Taquito gets able to make it even here.
Good flash from Obama. Wow. He gets a pick off it as well.
Just look at how many smokes there are on this B site. I'd say a good amount of control is in favor of Acer. They're able to block off these denies. That smoke does in fact
but they're not
fade.
out. They're not out, Heritage. The
they didn't
smokes
make
are
a
deep.
Decision to push.
But Acer is not out. They decide we don't have man advantage. We need to back off. We need to look for a pick, and that is the smart play. I think they could have relied on their gun skill here, but it is very, very smart to just back off and play it super safe here.
And I think 6 spotted Julian. Now they know at least one is towards the mid side as Taquito. Gonna be watching the corner as 6 makes the swing, gets the kill. Down to a 4v2.
They don't know Julian's here, though, I don't think. Oh, they do. They do.
Julian swings. Miss it. Gets a trade. And it's going to be the second round for Aerial.
Wow. Aerial absolutely coming to life. So proud of them. Two rounds in now for Aerial. I mean, it's starting to work out for them. They're stopping these immediate pushes from Acer. And then off of that, they're playing super, super safe, which is exactly what they need to do. They're not giving any room. They're not egoing themselves out. They're not overextending. And Aerial is actually showing pretty good textbook plays versus the top team. And Mystic showing up again.
Oh, good night, Julian. Mystic able to get the kill. And Mystic and 6 make it 2-2, and it's just down to Kodiak into a 5v1.
I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx it, but Ariel has the opportunity. No flawless. No flawless, but close. Props to Ariel.
We swap sides now, as Acer will be defending, and Ariel, they're gonna have to think of some type of attack to at least stagger.
I think this is where Acer just walks away with it. Acer just has to walk away with it here. It's a defender side of map. We saw it with DYS versus Rekt. The lower rated team makes a massive comeback, and I can't see any other way this goes besides Acer just absolutely dominating on defense. They're playing a bit far back here. What is this about?
They're playing a lot more aggressive. Mystic's able to find Neuro. Coitive is going to extend all the way out and get the trade on Juliet. An absolute perfect 3-piece for the side of Ariel as they pretty much needed it. And Fizz goes down. It's just down to Taquito. And it's going to be the PM9 to secure the kill.
Is Ariel actually putting up a fight against the number ones? What is happening now? Was the substitution a mistake from Acer, or I don't even know what to think anymore. Is it a matter of gun skill? Is it a matter of Acer trying to play too safe, or is Acer just goofing off? I mean, in scrims they're known to play some goofy strategies, some ways that they don't play in officials, but it looks like they're treating it like a scrim now. I can't tell you what's going through Acer's head right now. They're doing a default. They're spread out. And I don't know if they're even getting their opening picks because they're just getting traded out like that. Kodiak dead.
Just down to another 4v4. The push is towards this B side. Flash is also out towards short. Neuro is in a little bit of an off angle. But still hanging around the green box. Now, the height of Ariel, they're playing a lot more passive. They're playing a lot more slower. Maybe trying to play at least default. Maybe finding a pick. 6 swings. And just barely gets through the cross. Nade is going to be thrown on the site as well. And Neuro gets flashed. And it's just absolute nade after nade getting these kills. And it's just down to Fizz into another 1v4. That is up. Mystic falls as well as the bottom with the tracking. But Corner from Alleyway gets the kill.
I can't believe it. What is happening? Ariel is making an actual comeback against Acer. This is unheard of, especially for a team that is nowhere close to the top 4 of VRML. And that's not to diss them. This is an absolute showing from them. I mean, Ariel, their utility is just perfectly on par right now. Acer playing a little bit too passive, it seems.
Better play. I think a little bit more cautious. I think as long... Because what got them to these rounds is that Acer just have to play aggressive. They need to just flip the odds. They need to stop betting that they are playing defense. As Taquito is able to find a kill on the 6 with the frag grenade, as well as another flashbang. Gonna be thrown on this B side. Nades are gonna be thrown. But look at this. Everyone is stacked towards B side. And it's just absolute firefights. But look at this. Acer have left A completely open. Mystic's gonna get the scan, and it's gonna be nades. A 3v2 post-plant scenario.
Heritage, they've got nades for this post-plant. They have a flash and 2 grenades. Their grenades have been on point these last 4 rounds. I have no other idea what happens here besides a perfect nade. They know that they're gonna be swinging. Fizz finds one, and that's a nade off the board.
And Mystic is left alone in the forklift, and Julian from CT side gets the kill. As that is going to be the 6th for Acer. But we potentially still aren't counting out Ariel yet.
Honestly, I think you don't swing that alley. You hear 2 players. Why are you not immediately cooking the nade there? I don't know. I'd rather play safe and fastball that nade around the corner, even if it means my life to guarantee the kill. Wouldn't you agree on that?
I mean, if I would say if I was in that scenario, I think you would just try and back off.
Back off? I mean,
you were basically a man down.
You're in such an exposed position. I mean, all the way pushed up on A main, you don't have anywhere to back off. The forklift's too far away. Bunker is too far away. Maybe it was just a bad position, but Ariel finally getting punished by Acer. 6 rounds on the board, and it's a lot closer than we expected. a slow start to this one. Acer, a little bit more cautious now.
A bit of a more split push. Going in, pushes off. Unfortunately,
Aerial
unable
finds
to
the entry.
get one. But that's the entry open.
Acer, this is a fake. This is a fake from Aerial. They've completely forced Acer's rotate their hand all the way over to A, and now this nade from Kodiak has to be perfect.
Has to make the difference. It has
the nade doesn't connect.
It's unsuccessful. Obama gets the kill on the Kodiak, and now Julian Nero have to get this post play. It'll even 2v3. Nero falls as well, and now it's just down to Julian. Knife is thrown. Ends up a little bit, I think, 3 feet to the left. Too much.
Julian.
Now all Aerial have to do is just play time. They have flashbangs. They have grenades. They just have to stall this out.
Julian has to win a 1v3, and I don't think it's going to happen. He finds the first, but he goes to clear out 90.
Julian doesn't expect the corner onto Mystic.
6-6.
As we are
Who
still
could have predicted?
6-6.
On attack as well? Wow. Usually these newer teams are going to, you know, favor the map. They're going to play into the map. They're going to win more rounds on defender side Kitty, win more rounds on defender side Miru, win more defender sides on Suna. But they're absolutely showing up. Aerial is absolutely showing up. I shouldn't say they. I should say their name. Aerial absolutely putting on a show. Absolutely showing up today and proving their worth in Crest League. 3 more rounds for these teams, and Kodiak pushes up close.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier. You have to get aggressive if you're on this Rayab side. As long as you're able to stagger this push, at least
the nade,
you give them form of presence. This Kodiak's able to find 2 before getting taken out by that frag grenade. As the smoke is going to be tossed, does smoke out Rat.
This nade could be huge.
Still, Nero has the line of sight. Elite finds Fizz down to another 3-on-3. 6 gets through. It's going to be a trade. Makes it even. Go to another 2v2. Elite still has their utility in hand.
And Aerial backs off. Acer's aware that Aerial backs off. Julian's going to rotate in towards these Rayab stairs. And Aerial still has full utility. A flash and nade on each of their players. This could be a really good fake. But Taquito finds the scanner, and he should be calling that out. An immediate rotate, and Elite has a 1v2 to find. Good utility placement here. Could clear out Elbow and force a 1v1, but I'm not sure he's going to find this one.
I mean, just good luck. I think Elite's going to be able to get at least towards this.
Wait, he's got another nade off this body.
Yeah, flashbang as well.
Oh, it's wasted.
It's just a bit too far out. Flashbang there I think, doesn't stun Taquito for a while. But just 50 seconds, Taquito swings in for another win for the side of Acer. 7-6.
7-6 is an impressive scoreline to say the least, but it looks like Acer wants to close this one out still in a 2-0 fashion. A 9-0 first map. And closer than we ever expected for the second. Aerial, they are doing a good job in saving their utility, but they're not using that utility when it comes to the end rounds. They need to convert that utility usage, that saved utility, and there it is. Obama finds Kodiak with a nade.
Yeah, Kodiak tries to tuck in the corner. 6 is able to find Neuro, and now the counter aggression coming in from the side, but Julian there is able to stop this push, as well as Fizz making it down to another 3v2. Covitive and 6 left alone, and they need to stop the overall potential 8th round, and Taquito able to find 6 just down to Covitive in a 1v3.
Covitive knows that Taquito is here, finds 1. 1v2 though, has a nade in hand.
And Fizz to shut it down, as that is the 8th. One more round for Acer, and they secured their spot in the winners final.
Series point. I believe it's actually semis. Let me check real quick. Bracket should be pinned in chat if you want to see it. It is, oh yeah, it is winners finals. It is tournament semifinals for Acer if they win this next round, or any of the next 3 rounds, that is. Aerial needs 3 to win. Acer needs 1. But Aerial, if they push it the distance, they'll have to play a third map being Kitty.
They have to play the dreaded Kitty.
I don't know how that goes.
An early nade.
Scuffed. Way too high.
As well, hitting the black box as that does knock down 6, who have approximately half health. And good night to 6 as the double nade able to shut down a player on the side of Aerial. It's now down to 5v4.
Bit of a quiet mid-round as Aerial reassesses how they can come into this round down a man. Usually they've been getting the early utility kills, but Elite finds Fizz, and that gives Aerial the opportunity to work the map a little bit more. They still have a minute on the clock, meaning Coative can play for noise, as well as these two players in 90, Obama and Mystic, can play for info as well. But they're going to swing out, and I'll let you take it.
Kodiak is just tucking in, and Rat, Nade's going to be thrown as well. And it's just a matter of time.
Kodiak hears the scanner being dropped.
He hears it.
Yeah, they're all rotating.
At how much time there is on the clock. Aerial have to make a move. They need to think of something. The scanner is on B. They have to commit to this B site.
One nade for Acer. One nade for Acer.
Finds Elite. It's down to another 3v3. Flashbang toss.
Coative could make the big difference here. I think Taquito hurt him. Taquito hurt him, definitely.
The Raps there. They're rapping.
They have 15 seconds.
They're making this rotate. They have to go. They need to go. No mistakes
Coative
on
has
the
to win this fight. Keep that in mind.
They cannot get there. Yeah, it's all on Coative to decide this. 7 seconds left. Down to a post play. Doesn't find one. And it's just down to a 2v3. The last two have to make the difference. They need to keep Aerial alive.
No utility.
Missing on critical HP. Obama playing towards the forklift side. And Snade falls a bit too short. And Kodiak gonna make their way towards the stairs. Obama fights one. Mystic fights another. Just down to Keto. And they are still alive.
No utility. They pull it out with just their brains, just their gun skill. And the positioning is perfect there. I mean, was it Mystic or Obama on A main there? I believe it was Mystic. Perfect timing, staying completely silent, finding a player on bunker stairs, as well as swinging out in the perfect time to support his teammate on the forklift. Beautiful coordination, textbook swinging, textbook calls from Aerial there, and we have a nail-biter of a map too. Kodiak going to be posting up in the same position. I'm not sure if it works this time because Aerial knows he played there last time. Then again, Aerial's going to be playing this slow, looking for a pick. They don't want to have to play down on a 4v5 like they did last round and make the comeback. Considering Aerial went for that bunker sneak, that first opportunity, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it again.
Obama making it, again, a really difficult scenario. Nade there.
And they just go for the execute. Kodiak is tucked so hard here.
He's tucked all the way in. They're keeping a line of sight.
Could get a good nade
is
here.
Going to be there as well. Nade is thrown, and they're trying to clear out Kodiak in that corner.
Kodiak is about to go for the peek. It's a good flash, though, to stall him again. He's not swinging, and Elite is waiting for the smoke to fade to find a kill onto him.
It's going to be the smoke. It's the call. Kodiak finds one, and now it's down to a 3v4. Kodiak falls, makes it even. And the scan is still on the site. Coative is going to complete that plan.
Do they know about the cubby player?
It's going to be a post-plan scenario. Fizz gets one, Keto gets another, and
there it is.
Aerial has fallen to the lower bracket. Acer, we will see them in the winners finals as one of the finalists there. As we
what a performance.
We're the deciding winner of IVI and Global Dystopia.
I just want to point out, more players on Aerial got double-digit kills that game than Acer. Meaning all of Aerial carried their weight. Meanwhile, Taquito had to put Acer on his back to make that comeback. I'm not sure what's happening with Acer today. They had 9-0-9-0. Maybe it's a little bit of overconfidence, but Taquito, maybe the sub-in was worth it for them. Absolute dominance the first map, but a struggle the second, and that proves kings can fall as well. We'll have to see what Acer does in our next matchup. Global Dystopia versus Ivy should be ending here soon, and oof, that's going to be a rough one to call. Any comments before we go to a short break, Heritage?
Yeah, basically we are down to our last 8. We have Acer and Aerial. we still have Global Sopia and IV that are currently playing their match in the winners bracket. And we have Suits and Rect that are, as well as Acer and EU and Meeks, that are, as those four are still in the loser bracket, as 2 of them are going to go home.
I want to point
they
out,
are going to be out of this tournament.
Acer EU versus Meeks. It is the last EU team.
Yeah, I think top 4 is going to be 3 North American
and
one
you told
European
me
team.
you told me Zeal was gonna beat Meeks. Meeks won 9-7.
Okay.
Shame on you, Heritage. Shame on you. It's all good. I'm just playing with you.
I still believe in the NA. I still think potentially NA shutout as our top 3.
My question to you, Heritage.